What the?
Bam, man, that just happened. Hey guys, it's Rob again from Team DBZ Biscuit, and as I warned you before, I was working on it, and now thanks to Konami and the legendary decks of Yugioh, I have established the hate deck of the new meta. It's Dark World Exodia, and as you see, 5 pieces of Exodia, legs, arms, and a head. It's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of hate for it, but I don't really care. I don't do the popular deck. But here we go anyway, and the draw engine, as I mathematically figured out, I'm drawing at least 30 cards out of this deck. We start off, triple card D, draw 2. Next, into the Dark World engine part of it, we have Snow. Snow is the one that you search your gates with. You know, you search your gates, you search your dealings, you search your graphics, your browse, you search any Dark World card in the deck. That is followed by 3 browse. 3 browse is great off of gates. You banish a Snow, you pitch a brow, you get to draw 2 instead of just 1. Of course, the big beater, the beast, the man, Grappa. Grappa pops the cards, Grappa still gets all his Dark World effects. Also add into that Grappa's level 8. Grappa is level 8, and I will tell you right now, he works awesome with the trade-in. Also on the level 8 side, I have 2 Malefic Stardust Dragons. 2 Malefic Stardust Dragons, pitch them for both trade-ins, you're drawing 4. And that's it for the monster engine. More draw power in the spell card zone. We have the Masterful Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish a dark. That's okay, don't mind banishing. The other one I have in the spell card zone is One Day of Peace. One Day of Peace is a draw card, but it's also a stall card because remember, until my next turn, nobody takes any damage. That's followed up with triple trade-ins. Triple trade-ins and dumping Grappas and Malefic Stardust. Once again, you know, drawing 2. Dealings. Dark World Dealings, huge in this deck. Because you still get your Dark World monster effects when you dump a Dark World monster. That followed by 3 Upstart Goblins. And again, Upstart to draw 1. In this deck, I don't care how many life points I'm giving you. I really don't, because the whole thing is to obliterate you with Exodia. And the field spell, of course, Gates of the Dark World, like I said, banish a fiend, pitch for gates. If it's a brow, you get the search and draw 1. You get Graphy, you pop 1 and draw 1. It's just a really like a double-edged sword. Now the trap lineup, very light on traps, Starts off with 3 Reckless Greeds. I never really liked Reckless Greed as a player, but I love the fact that if you pop 2, you only have to wait 2 turns. If you pop 3, you only have to wait 2 turns. And it's a monster in this deck. That's followed up by 3 Threatening Roars. Threatening Roars in case I'm having trouble getting to what I need. You know? And the one other trap I run is Skill Drain. Skill Drain stops you from basically going off. You summon a Torg, I activate Skill Drain. You know, anything that happens on the field, I just negate it. It's like I said, my primary concern with this deck is getting the 5 pieces of Exodia. And believe me, more times than not, the people who end up getting the 5 pieces dropped on them, they tend to get really upset. My extra deck, not that I really go into it a whole lot, but in case I have to build walls, I do run the extra deck. I have double Stardust Dragons in case I have to summon those Malefics. I run 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Heretic Sun Dragon, in case I decide I want to start popping your back rows. I run 1 Anarch just in case I want to steal your monster. I run 1 Steel Swarm Roach that I can make with 2 level 4s. Really good against Necroz. You can't bring out the Trish, or you can bring out the Trish and I can just negate it. Castel, again, level 4s. You know, detach 2, bounce that special summon monster back to your deck. Heartland Draco to hit you directly. Black chip of corn to get your one little annoying monster off the field. Cowboy to burn you for game if it's that close. Acid Golem to make a wall. Really helpful if skill drain's on the field and you don't take the burn damage from it. 1 Zen Mains in case I need to stall. 1 Crazy Box, which with gates on the field, it's a fiend, it's a 3300 wall. And then probably the biggest wall of all, number 22 Zombie Stein. That's it for the extra deck. And side deck, I mean, like I said, you can pretty much figure out what I'm doing here. I run 3 Kaiser Coliseums. Kaiser Coliseum, like I've said in many deck profiles before, it helps me dictate the pace of the game and say when I can go off when I want to. 2 Drag Down to the Graves. Drag Down gives me the insight to what you're playing. Triple MST for back row hate. Memory of an Adversary. Memory of an Adversary is good because I get to take your big beater monster after I take the damage that it does on the end of your next turn. Mistake, yep. And you people who watched my Dark World video know exactly where I'm going. When I add 1 Archfiend, 1 Beige, and 1 Tour Guide. Basically what I have done is I have sided out the 5 pieces of Exodia and the stall to this deck. And just basically went into a straight Dark World. And believe me, the one thing I know is people who, people will ask me about, what about people who run Mind Crush and try to get to your Exodia pieces? Think about this, viewers. Do you really want to Mind Crush Dark World decks? Just think about that. But that's my profile for my Dark World Exodia. Like I said, you can like it, you can not like it. I like it. It runs really strong, and I mean, nothing worse than getting Exodia in 2 turns. Once again, it's Rob from DBZ Biscuit. Like, subscribe, have a good day, guys.